Monkey Basement Productions.
Monkey Baby.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Just Give Me a Few Minutes. I'm Mike Mann. Just a couple things. I took these from a couple other websites. One of them is makingstarwars.net. You should really check those guys out. I mean, subscribe. They'll put up. They'll send you emails every day if you subscribe. They send you updates, what they find out. And I think I talked about them on the last episode, but you should really go check them out. They are unbelievable. They got some inside scoops. They are a good bunch of folk over there. They have a podcast too. It's called Now This Is Podcasting, and when they put up an episode, they go into depth, man. They send you an email to tell you, and it's all itemize what they talk about. It's great. I haven't listened to the podcast. I plan on it. I drive all day and I listen to audiobooks. So I haven't been able to listen to it yet, but when I'm done with my line of books, I'm going to start downloading it and listening to it because I love my Star Wars. A couple things that aren't Star Wars yet. Arrow. There's rumors that David Ramsey, the guy who plays Diggle on Arrow, who, to me, I think David Ramsey is a good actor. I've never seen him before Arrow. Excuse me. I've never seen him before Arrow, and he's really good on there. He has his moments where he's super badass, and he has moments where he doesn't really do much. But I would hate to see him leave the show for whatever reason. I got this story from a guy from, I can't remember, the Forbes magazine. I wish I could give you the guy's name, but I don't. It's not on the article. Let me look here. Sorry. Yeah, it's not on the article. I do have it somewhere. I'll give his name here in a minute. Or I'll put it, like, right in here. But he wrote his own opinion. But he did write that David Ramsey, I don't know if he's been approached, but there's been some mumblings about it, to have him turn into Green Lantern. The Jon Stewart Green Lantern. Something I don't understand. When I read this article, this gentleman, you know what? Just give me a few minutes. I'm going to tell you what the writer's name was that writes for Forbes. I followed him on Twitter, and you should too, because he seems like a pretty decent guy. His name would be Paul Tassi, Tassi, and he seems to know his stuff from this article I read. But one thing, I guess I didn't know this. You know, and I'm probably going to get shit for what I'm about to say here, but I liked the Green Lantern movie. I thought it was good. I like Ryan Reynolds. I think he's a good actor. He's funny. Maybe that's not how Green Lantern is supposed to be. I've never really read any Green Lantern books, but maybe that's how he's supposed to be. Maybe it's not. But apparently, back in the 70s, I think, this Paul Tassi said that Green Lantern, or I'm sorry, Jon Stewart Green Lantern replaced Hal Jordan Green Lantern, like in the 70s or the 90s or something. I don't understand that. Why, when they made the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds, why didn't they make it Jon Stewart Green Lantern? I had no idea until today. Then I read this article, and it says that, Jon Stewart is like I think he's the current iteration of Green Lantern right now. And he replaced Hal Jordan, even if it was in the 90s. That's still 20 years ago. Why would they make Green Lantern Hal Jordan now? Why wouldn't they use the iteration of Green Lantern now? So, I mean, if anybody has the answer to that question, please let me know. I mean, right here on YouTube at the bottom in the comments or something. Twitter at From the Monkey. Please let me know, because I'm really curious. I don't understand that. But I would hate to see him go. Paul Tassi was saying that, that Arrow hasn't really gone into, they try to keep it real life. And not into aliens. But, Jon Stewart is part of that world. I don't know. I mean, I would love to see him become Green Lantern, whether it be on Arrow. I think if he did it on Arrow, he would have a spin-off and he would be gone from Arrow. I love Arrow. I love The Flash. I can't wait for Wednesday to see Arrow. I mean, Arrow has brought me in so much. I mean, it's sucked me right in. It's such a great show. But I'm afraid David Ramsey would end up leaving if he did become Green Lantern on Arrow. So I would say let's not do that. But I mean, I can't say. It's not my decision, obviously. But I don't think I want to see that, because I don't want to see David Ramsey leave. I like him on the show. So, but if they make another movie, I always thought they should make a Green Lantern 2. Maybe kill off Ryan Reynolds and put in Jon Stewart. Everybody hated the Hal Jordan one, the Ryan Reynolds one. I, for one, did not. I thought it was good. But, Ryan Reynolds is off doing Deadpool right now, which, I can't wait for that. That test footage looks so good, man. That test footage looks so cool. And that is how Deadpool is. I was one that didn't mind Wolverine Origins, and everybody hated it, just like everybody hates everything else. And I didn't mind the Deadpool in that. And then I read actual Deadpool comics and saw how he really was, and I'm like, that is not Deadpool. But I still like the movie. Even Deadpool was okay, even though, I knew it, I saw it before I knew how Deadpool really was. So it was cool. I think, the mask and all that, I think is much better. But Jon Stewart, or I'm sorry, David Ramsey is Jon Stewart. I would love to see it. He's pretty badass to begin with in Arrow, so we'll see if he ends up doing that. I kind of hope he does, and I kind of hope he doesn't. I don't want to see him go. Thank you, Paul Tassi, for that story. I found that on Yahoo News. He writes for Forbes. Go follow him on Twitter, TASSI. Another thing I have, excuse me, ankle itches, is a big bunch of rumors came out about episode 7. This came from StarWars.net as well. They released it, and I read it and was super excited. And then the Film Junkie, he posted a video about it as well. That man is on top of it. He's quick. I mean, I saw this news story about David Ramsey today in Green Lantern, and I was like, oh, I wonder if the Film Junkie put anything up. And boom, did he? He was so quick, man. He had it up like 6 hours earlier. But I took the Film Junkie, David Pena, I think, Pena, I think is his name. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel because he's really good too. He puts a lot of stuff out there, and almost every day you got a new video of him talking about something. He's really good. But I took his notes. You can't see right here on my computer. I took his notes because it's pretty much what happened. He just summed it up a little easier, and I'm not going to sit here and read the whole article. But the gist, Luke is hiding during much of the movie. He puts himself in an imposed exile and is protecting an ancient Sith tomb from being opened by the main bad guy, Kylo Ren, which is the guy with the lightsaber with the cross guard that lights up. And it is true that a simple lightsaber leads the trio to Han, but wasn't mentioned that Han is extremely reluctant to allow his daughter to be part of the plan. There's a scene in which it shows Finn, who is John Boyega, the character you see right at the beginning of the trailer, in the stormtrooper outfit, the black guy. He was in 24 as well, and this last iteration of 24 when he was in England, he wasn't in it a lot, but he did really good. That's where I found out who he was, and when I saw he was in the movie, I was excited because I really liked him in 24. But there's a scene where it shows Finn trying to shoot a blaster, and he is awful at it. And I think it's a little joke to kind of show how inept the stormtroopers were, like during the original trilogy, how they couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Finn and Poe, I think Poe is the guy in the X-Wing fighter that's shooting across the water. Finn and Poe end up in an Imperial brig after being caught. Finn and company steal an advanced TIE fighter, and unfortunately it crashes, injuring Finn. So that could be what you see in the trailer, but I don't think it is, because he's in a stormtrooper outfit, and stormtroopers don't fly TIE fighters. But if they stole it, maybe he put on the outfit and took off to try to hide, and then got the TIE fighter. So maybe that's how that goes. And there's a scene in the bar where Finn uses a lightsaber to deflect laser blasts at him, and Rey, she thinks Finn has found his calling. Rey is the Daisy Ridley girl that takes off in the speeder on the trailer. There is a rumor. Rey's last name, her real name, is revealed through Han Solo, and much to the surprise of Finn and Poe. To me, that sounds like Rey, Daisy Ridley, is Han Solo's daughter. So I'm wondering if her name will be Jaina Solo, like in the it's not canon anymore, but it should be the original or the expanded universe. So they're saying that lightsaber that they're trying to find is the key to opening up the tomb, the Sith tomb that Luke Skywalker is guarding. And I heard that, and I'm like, that sounds stupid. And I don't want this movie to be stupid. But from what I read I think it was from the Star Wars or MakingStarWars.net. If you know anything about Jedi lore or Star Wars and the lightsabers, the inside the lightsaber is a crystal, and that crystal is what will open that tomb. To me, that's a little, you can't say believable, but that's a little better. I don't want it to just be a lightsaber that's going to open the tomb. So we'll see. I'm excited, and they're saying that the Donald Gleason, is that his name? Let me look it up. Is the son of Luke Skywalker. Let me look here. Sorry, should have had this done. Domhnall, Domhanall, Gleason is, I would say, if it's going off the expanded universe at all, Ben Skywalker, Luke's son. That's the rumors there. Gwendolyn Christie. She's from Game of Thrones. She, if anybody's seen Game of Thrones, Gwendolyn Christie, the character she plays in Game of Thrones, she is not little. She's a big girl, and she's not fat. She's just really tall and bulky. And, I mean, in Game of Thrones, all she does is wear chainmail and armor, And at one point, she comes close to kicking the hell out of Jaime Lannister's ass. But Gwendolyn Christie, from what they say, is playing a shock trooper or a chrome trooper. And from what I heard, maybe it's wrong, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But from what I heard, the chrome troopers carry lightsabers. And I hope that's the case. So that's pretty much all I got. I'm excited. I really am. There was one more little rumor that could just be a rumor. But J.J. Abrams went to went to Disney and asked that the movie be released earlier than December 18th, I think it is, because he's tired of all the leaks. There's a bunch of stuff that's been leaked, I guess. All this shit that I got here for you has all been leaked. Go to makingstarwars.net and you can read the story they wrote about this, and it's really good. It's long. It took me about 10 minutes to read it, and it was really good. And get you really excited if you're a Star Wars fan. But JJ wants to try to get the movie released earlier. I hope it happens. I want my Star Wars. I get to take my little boy to see Star Wars in the theater, which I thought I'd never do. So, anyway, I think that's it. I'm Mike Mann, and I thank you guys for just giving me a few minutes. Go check it out. Tweet me at FromTheMonkey. You can go find this at justgivmeafewminutes.podomatic.com, or you can see this right here on YouTube. So that's it, guys. All I got for you guys. So once again, thank you for just giving me a few minutes. Bye bye.
Monkey Basement Productions.
Monkey baby.